Let's talk about The Night Swim. This book is written by Megan Golden, and this book was actually recommended to me by my friend Christy Dosh. Christy and I are both big readers. We actually both also run boutique PR agencies. And she said, let's do a buddy read. So hashtag buddy read is something that makes the rounds on Instagram. It also makes the rounds with hashtag Bookstagram. It's just for other readers who like to talk about books on Instagram. So if you're a reader, check out hashtag Bookstagram and hashtag buddy read if you want to read something with somebody. So we picked The Night Swim, or she did, and this is not one of her usual picks. She usually likes romance. I like thriller and mystery, and that's what this is. So let me tell you what this is about. First of all, I was drawn to it because the main character in this book has a podcast, and she has a popular true crime podcast, super trendy. So she's got this true crime podcast. She built a big following because of it, and for season 3 of her podcast, or maybe it's season 2. I think it's season 3. For season 3 of her podcast, she is covering a rape trial in a small town. And this is the kind of story that we've actually heard in real life, where a super popular, rich, locally famous swimmer is charged with raping a girl. He denies it. She says it happens. So it goes to trial, and the main character, who has a podcast, is covering this trial. But while she is in this town, she is getting anonymous letters from somebody who says, hey, my sister died almost 25 years ago. Everybody said it was a drowning, but I think she was murdered. And the letters kind of scare her a bit at first because nobody knows what she looks like. People know her name and they know her voice, but these letters started coming like by being left on her windshield, by showing up in her hotel room. So now, as she's covering this trial for her podcast, she starts to do some side investigative work into this drowning / potential murder from 25 years ago. So the book kind of goes back and forth between the trial and the murder / drowning, and it doesn't get you confused. It's really good in the way they do it because a lot of the characters are still the same because it all happened in the same small town. So you kind of will pick up on clues here and there of who the people are now versus who they were then. It's really good. I read it in 2 days. So it's a page turner. You will read it quickly. And I liked that. I like books where it's like, okay, you're giving me clues, you're keeping me guessing, and I'm going to keep on reading to see what happens next. So a lot of that happened. I will say the only thing that I found disturbing was the specifics that the writer went into in talking about some of the attacks and the physical abuse and the rape. It was disturbing, but it is disturbing in real life, and that's how it is. I think maybe that's why I found it disturbing, is because it just happens so much in real life that when you read a fiction book, like, it makes you think of that. But I mean, it is what it is. It's in the book. So just like a trigger alert, if that triggers you, that is prominent in the book, but it's really good. It's a good mystery. It got 5 out of 5 stars for me. I really liked it. It's called The Night Swim by Megan Golden. I checked it out at my Palm Beach County Library. That's where I get most of my books now. I used to buy books like crazy because I always dreamed of having built-in bookshelves with books and a sliding ladder. And now that I have it, I'm like, why not just check the book out? Because I never really read a book twice. I feel like there are so many good books to read that there's really no reason to read it more than once. The only book I think I might dabble in again is Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, just because it's such a good nonfiction book. Maybe I'll do a review on that one later after I read it a second time. But I will link, I'll leave my Amazon affiliate link in the show notes for this episode. For podcast listeners, for YouTube viewers, it will be in the description of this video. And I will also link to the blog post on ChristinaAllDay.com if you are more of a reader and you want to see more details of what I thought about. But The Night Swim by Megan Golden. If you like listening, I'm throwing my book around. If you like listening to true crime podcasts, if you like watching shows like Dateline in 2020, then you'll definitely like this one. 5 stars. 5 out of 5 stars for this one.